Yo, what's good, guys? What's good? Welcome back to the Magma Minds podcast. It's your boy, the homie from the villain. To my left, we got the man's Toast. What's up, brother?
Hey everyone, it's me, Lack. So grateful to be here, and thank you for hanging out with us today. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We're Magma Minds. It's just two bros just making conversation, hopefully something extraordinary. Extraordinary conversation from ordinary conversation. So,
yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you for hanging out with us, and we hope you stay.
We hope you stay. Definitely thank you for hanging out. Thank you for tuning in. Yep. It's funny because before we get into what we have today, you were saying the big back activities, man. That's so me, yo. Because I was like, yeah, there was supposed to be this new spot I was gonna try with this shorty, but I don't know. We didn't have the time. I mean, I guess we'll still see if that happens. But man was like, huh?
Yeah, bro.
I've been to the soft opening.
Usually,
if, Bethlehem, I think it's called
Bethlehem. Yeah, usually if you say a name of a place, I'm like, oh yeah, I was at the soft opening or some shit. Like I've been there a few times or something like that. But I'm like, fuck, I don't recognize that name. It's in my city. My back is not as big as it used to be.
Yo, and it's in my city is crazy. What's funny is I remember, was it? Oh no, I think it was Doe and Jim. Shout out to Jim. Might catch some videos on socials with him, psychiatrist out at OSU. Him and Doe, because he always likes to go out and eat too whenever he's around. Yeah. So they went to Kyo. They went to Kyo.
Oh, Kyo Ramen.
Whenever they were still doing like their family and friends opening. Did he tell you about that?
Yeah. Doe told me a little bit. Like they walked in and it was just like a bunch of staff or like a bunch of Asian people or something like that. Yeah. And
they were like, yo, just come sit down.
Yeah,
We're about to be open anyways.
That's why it's dope though. I like it. I know it's like a little chain, but it's like the inside. We'll find some picture and throw it for you guys. Yeah, but sure. The inside is like a honeycomb. Like it's like hexagon
thing. I went there one time.
That's my favorite shape. Hexagon.
Yeah. Favorite shape. People got favorite shapes,
bro. What? That's my favorite. Yeah,
favorite shape.
It's just like I don't know. It's just you see that shape so much. You see that shape so much in nature. Like that's how you can test if honey is real. If you put some honey into like a little dish, right, and then you put water in it, and as you move the water around, a hexagon shape will pop up.
What do you mean by pop up? What kind of?
Bro, I'm gonna show you. I gotta show you after the episode.
We're gonna have to see.
But that's how that's how you saw the test for real honey, because bees makes their honeycomb in the hexagonal shape, so like the natural structure of honey
is actually a hexagonal shape.
So
that's cap.
Nah, bro, I'm gonna show you right now. Yo, so that's a hack too. So if y'all are trying to buy some honey, trying to see if it's real or not, drop a little bit in the water, shake the color away.
How often do you use honey though? Because I don't really use honey. Day. I know people use honey for tea and stuff. I don't really use.
I drink it raw, bro. That's my pre-workout.
Honey?
Yeah, just like that's my pre-workout. Like I'll just literally take the bottle and squeeze it into my mouth before I leave the house to work out.
Really?
Yeah, it's quick carb, and it's not doesn't take too long to digest. And the glycemic index on it is pretty low.
Pretty low.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's why most people like using it in replacement for sugar for like their teas and stuff. But, nah, I can't. I just never.
You don't like the taste?
I think that in combination with tea, because whenever we're young, every time we're sick, they're giving us tea and they always put honey in it, and I'm just like, honey, tea. I can't.
You relate to like medicine.
Yeah, I can't do any of it. I'm like, oh, that's only when I'm sick. Yeah, and even when I was sick, I didn't like it. So I was just like, fuck, you just ruined this entire beverage for me.
Yo, that's crazy because literally honey goes good on everything to me.
I know people put it on pancakes too.
Pancakes, and you can put it on savory food too. It's not just sweets. Like you've seen like honey harissa chicken,
like honey,
or
big
honey,
back, man. All that.
I was like honey garlic. I was gonna say honey butter, all that shit. Now I'm hungry.
I do like honey butter. What is that? That's Papa. No, that's
honey butter, like the chicken.
Yeah,
that's like a Korean flavor. Yeah.
But is it Chick-fil-A that has like the honey butter sandwich biscuit, whatever, chicken sandwich?
Nah.
What is it then? Is it Popeyes then? It's one of the two. One of them have like a honey butter chicken sandwich or something, which is actually pretty good. But
the first time I had the honey butter anything, it was from like this chips that's like a Korean brand.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, but I forgot the name of it. It's like a yellow bag, but I'm sure if y'all have seen it at H Mark or some shit.
I didn't even know. Yeah, that's I do enjoy, speaking of like you were saying, the Korean bag of chips. I do enjoy whenever Japanese Josh, they used to come back from Japan and bring us just like a box of Japanese goodies. Bro. Oh, that stuff was so good.
Japanese snacks are just so elite.
Yeah,
like, all the little
elite, bro.
All the little Kit Kats, so many variations of everything.
They have so many different types of snacks. I'm like, does everyone in the country just make their own snack and put it in a bag? Like,
low key, right? And then all those different types has like a subtype to them. Like, and then the packaging has like anime and shit on it. That's what gets like me, bro. Yeah, the cartoon shit.
No, it's a complete full circle. But
I like watching those like Japan vlogs where like something I want to do is like a bucket list is like when you ride a train in Japan, you can buy bento boxes that are self-heating. Bro. Before you, it's like you pour this little string or like you pour some water into the base. So it's different, and then it's like the water or like when it mixes. It reacts with it's kind of like how MREs work. I know you ever eat an MRE, which is meals ready to eat. That's what like those brown bags that soldiers eat in the military.
Yeah.
So like it's the same heating element, I guess, but like you eat it on the train.
Dang,
you can't.
Don't you have to shake those or something though?
Nah, not well. I think for the MREs you might have to, but for the Korean, the Japanese shit, you just pull the string.
And that shit just heats up your food. You just eat and gotta go to Japan. Man, that's a pending trip for sure. Speaking on the big back stuff too, still is like, and we're talking about Japanese with anime. Yeah, this is anime. I think it's Tokido. Bro, it's literally just about food.
I've seen that shit. I've seen like not the anime, but
like clips of like the food just looking juicy.
Right. I think the one I saw was like a ramen that they made on there.
If there's also Food Wars, which I haven't watched. Shogeki no Soma. Yeah, there's one of them. There's so many like what's it called? Because they classify it as food porn because it's just like. Bro, you have to watch it. It's so funny. I haven't watched the Food Wars one. I watched a little bit of Tokido, which is pretty cool. But it's like, just watch. Your mouth is just watering just watching the show, bro. Literally, like they make everything look so like the rice will be glistening, the fucking eggs,
the little steam coming off rice. The shit.
Yeah,
it's so perfect.
No, it's actually mad.
Yeah, there's this restaurant in I think it's New York, but what they're doing is like as you're watching a movie or a show or whatever, or a movie, movie's playing, it's like an experience at this restaurant. As the movie's playing, whatever dish is on the TV, they bring it to your table, present it exactly how it is on the TV in the movie. I forgot the name of I see some of this shit. I just forget the name of it.
No way. That's the first I'm hearing of that,
bro. Like that's like a dream for me.
I'm guessing they only play like select movies because it can't just be like
it can't be any. It can't be some X Factor shit. Or Fear or not X from Fear Factor. Should I say X Factor? But Fear Factor.
That'd be nuts. It can't just be anything. That's interesting. I wonder if it's only for like. Do they just ever run like cooked shows?
Like they do. Like I think the last one they did was like Ratatououille.
Oh, okay. I see. So they would have
like anything that's on the menu, like they'll bring it out.
Or like what was the name of the one with Bradley Cooper where he was a chef?
That one. No, that one is called Burn. No, was it Burn?
Yeah,
was it Burn? I remember there's one called Chef too, and that one's about like Cubano sandwiches, which I went and got one down the street right away after I watched that one.
Yeah, it is called Burn. Yeah.
Burn, right?
Yeah. That movie was nice.
I like that movie.
And then there's the more recent like cooking.
You seen The Bear
movie? I heard that one was good. The
Dude,
show.
What?
Yeah, I heard it was nice. I started like the first. Was it the first? I watched like 1 or 2 episodes of it, but I don't know. I think I was watching it with somebody, and I was just like, I wasn't too focused, so I didn't get to pay attention to everything that was happening. But
I've just heard that it's almost
good.
It's a fast but also kind of chaotic start.
Yeah, everything is happening. It's loud, and then it's one of those shows where for the dialogue, like there's so many overlaps, like people are just talking
yelling
over each other,
like how it is in a restaurant.
Literally, so it makes sense.
You gotta watch up until I know it's like kind of hard to keep up with, but like, if you can watch up to episode 7. The whole episode is filmed in one shot.
Episode 7?
Yeah, or not the very beginning, but episode 7 after the intro, the whole episode is one shot.
Really?
It was sick.
Takes.
It was sick.
Oh wow!
Took me a second to know this too. I was like, because from just like editing,
like, yeah.
I was like, "Where's the cutscene?" I was like, and I rewind. I was like, "There's no cutscene."
Dang.
Yeah, bro, it's
like
nice.
Extraction.
Yeah,
that was a good movie too. But okay, fair. Yeah, so gotta put that on the list. I actually just caught up with The Boys, so I'm gonna watching something in the meantime if it's not anime, and I might pick up The Bear. Pick The Bear.
It's short. They're short episodes, like 20 minutes.
Oh, nice. Love that. So I hate fucking 50-minute. Yeah. Like, what are we doing?
Like the Game of Thrones shit.
Yeah, so I can't do that.
I've seen that shit 3 times.
Like, really? Everybody loves that shit.
I just had time.
I'm gonna give it time till I watch it because I don't. Yeah, everybody's been telling me, but we'll see. We'll see. Moving on, guys. Welcome. So, topic for today. welcome. Nice little intro welcoming, and let us know if you're liking the little intro backstories. We just like to start off the day nice and casual, just hanging out with the mandem. Like why are we here if we don't get to just chat about what happened? Right. We also don't see each other a whole lot. I feel like, I mean, we do, but
it's always it's not like a sitting down chat.
Yeah, not like a sitting down chat. So this is our space to sit down and chat with you guys as well. So let us know what you like.
Give us some recommendations for movies and shows too.
Yeah, drop that shit in the comments. We'll check out a few, and if we check out one that we both like, or I guess we could go through the comments, pick out one, check it out, and then just give a little bit of feedback.
And then we'll give you a shout out.
And we'll give you a shout out, and then let us know if you like that. We just integrate that into the segments. Like, all right, bet this is what we watched.
Fan recommendation.
Yeah. Yes, sir. But the topics that we have for you guys today, before we get into some of these bold cards, is we're gonna talk about cheating on your significant other. This one was fun. Getting this what's it called? This topic. I was like, what would be something great to just spice it up? Cheating on your significant other. How would you go about it?
Hot topic.
How would you go about it? Hot topic indeed. Because I saw it off of Shits and Gigs. Shout out to Shits and Gigs. I'm sure you guys know who those fellas are. The London blokes, Firelord Fuegs, and the boy James. I just thought it was pretty interesting, and I wanted to get your take on it. And also, I haven't thought too much about it, but I want to give some of what,
I haven't seen the episode of them, but so this will be raw thoughts.
I don't think they exactly did how you would cheat, but I think they had they did just, it's one of the ones where like they talked about something like that, like getting a crazy text from your ex or whatever, or like someone you're still messing with while you're in a relationship. So how would you cheat on your significant other? And we'll just give both perspectives for females as much as we can because we're guys. So we'll go about it, but we'll just go with that, and then
we're gonna try to have some female guests on as well, just so that just so they're more perspective on on screen too. So
definitely
more fun.
Definitely more fun. So cheating on your significant other.
You gotta start.
I gotta start us off. Crazy.
You gotta give me some time to think about it a little.
To bring you into the real espionage. How I think. The way that, or I guess we can just go with how most people cheat. I think the way that it happens most often is usually one, long distance, just because obviously that's easier, and trips. When people take trips and vacations, you don't know what's happening.
Oh my god! When you hear it's like a girls' trip,
holy
jeez, man,
crazy! It's like that's where the trust factor comes in, and then obviously for the audience, because we know the internet is crazy. Not everybody cheats. No, a lot of people cheat. Yeah, it is. A lot of people definitely do. Yeah, but not everybody does.
It's like almost glorified nowadays.
Yeah, in a way. It's like, sadly,
it's like from both sides. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for the girl side, it's like, oh, if your man won't do it, like find someone that will. But it's a lot of like emotion, like playing. Like playing with people's emotions nowadays, and I don't support it. Just because I have been cheated on.
Fair,
but yeah.
Same. I have been cheated on, but it was like, well, there were 2 instances, and I may have talked about this before. One that was kind of more recent. The first time was like the first girl I dated, this black girl, when I was at Oklahoma Christian, and I was like 16. Yeah, and I was like, we were young. I don't even blame her for it. I mean, obviously she's responsible for her actions, but I was just like, dude, at the time I was heated. 15-year-old me, 15-year-old me didn't know what love was.
27-year-old me would be heated too. Like it doesn't have to be, I
was heated. Yeah,
I think like with time comes more like as I learn at least. There's more empathy from my side now. Like so, if someone does cheat, I'm hot as fuck, but I'm like, you're human. Like something must have gone. If it's I'm hoping that like it's just not hoping, but I'm thinking just out of character for you, and there's got to be something deeper than that, than just like the surface level shit that caused you to cheat on me.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. So those disclaimers being said,
Yeah.
how'd you go about it? Because again, yeah. So I guess I'll answer you first. Was just the long distance thing and the traveling. There was, and something funny that I also heard from them was that what's it called? Apparently, I don't know if you know what yacht girls are.
Oh.
Yeah, they were talking about like yacht girls and like the entirety of everything.
Bro, any like so when I used to have my like my apps in like Florida or like states that has like a beach or whatever, like it's sometimes you'll see like don't in the bio be like don't like me or don't swipe right if you don't have a boat or some shit like that.
It's just straight up.
Yeah, just straight up.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, apparently yacht girls is like in the classification of like, I want to say sex work, but it doesn't always involve sex. It's just like they're, because you know there's the girls that send feet pics, and they were saying this on Shits and Gigs too, the girls that send feet pics, and then the girls that do like escort stuff, and then the girls that apparently are yacht girls, which they're literally just there to get like, you just invite, you have a yacht, you need some women that look good,
just hit them up.
you just hit them up, and then they just come there and look pretty, and then they're with the execs and shit, which is like obviously said execs can be whoever,
right?
But I was just like, damn. So one of the things they were mentioning was that this girl had a dilemma. She was a yacht girl, and her man or her cousin's husband or something happened to be on that yacht. She didn't tell her family what she did and everything, but then her cousin's husband was married, but he's getting the services of said yacht girls and shit. And it was just like an entire, I was like, bro,
that's a dilemma. Like you snitched on her, you snitching on you,
on yourself, because you're like your
you're
entire
offering
family thinks you're doing something. Yeah, you're offering services.
Oh my god!
Obviously not.
So
to
did
him,
the cousin
hopefully
get her services as well?
Nah, not from him. No, okay, not from him. Hopefully not. I don't know how the entire thing went down. Hopefully not.
Nah.
But I was just like, that's so sticky, because obviously he was a married man, and it was just like that little thing, which I've also heard is another way to cheat, which I don't understand how this works, at least in women's minds. It's like you just wear a ring. You wear a ring, and the women are attracted to that. Like they're so attracted to married men. I don't know, and this is a speculation. I think it's the fact that that guy has become composed, and he's like a provider now, and he's like showing that by being married.
Somebody think he's good enough to like commit for life,
commit and dedicate, and like being the protector. Like, what does this be? Just taking that next step. You're already showing that you have that characteristic. So I don't know if women are just attracted to that, but bro, wearing a ring apparently is just game. So it's funny that if you want to cheat and you're not married, you can just wear a ring and then go out, and then you have all types of traffic. And I'm just like, that is crazy. That's crazy game. Man, them have game out here. I know. Man, them have game out here.
It's like that's almost like an evil game, you know?
Yeah.
There's this fucking movie with Adam Sandler. Like, that's his game. Like he wears the ring. In the what movie is it?
Really?
Like because he was like really ugly and became like a plastic surgeon.
Oh shoot!
And then
haven't heard of it.
Yeah, and then like he wears a ring at bars to pick up girls. And then like his story is like, oh, my wife died of cancer, or some shit like that.
Dang, and then girls feel bad for him. Yeah, like, it's just not the empathy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like nowadays it's like, what I see the most is with the whole cheating shit on on both sides, girl and guys. It's like just like a night out, and liquor is flowing, temptations are there, and like that's when it usually happens. That's when I see it the most, just because I'm not on the yacht, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a yacht to be on.
I see the yacht end of things.
I think it happens in places where if somebody frequents that place a lot, like a girl frequents like the gym a lot, right? And you, like, she befriends some people at the gym or whatever, and then maybe some shit's going on at home to where like she feels insecure about her man or herself, and then the guy at the gym has just always been nice,
always been there, always helping you with the weights, taking it off, putting it on.
Like, what you hitting today? Eventually it's gonna be me. Like, that's what I'm saying. Right?
He said eventually it's gonna be me. It's crazy.
Man, people are opportunists these days. I feel like there are a lot of opportunists like out there, and you just gotta be
in the right place, right time.
Yeah, right place, right time, pretty much.
That's fair. Yeah, I've never, and this is just adding on to the question, I don't know if I've known of any like people that are cheating. Not even like if it's not within my circle necessarily. Just, I mean, I guess that's the only way I would know is if I knew the person that knew said person that was cheating. But have you ever gone about a situation where like you are sort of aware, maybe just via acquaintances, that some girl that you know had a man and you guys are all out, you don't really know her, but she's in the same friend group and she's just moving on to the next man, or she's just getting chatted up, and you're just like, what would you even do in that situation?
That's a sticky one. That is a sticky one.
Because you don't know, said like, I'm not talking about like your best friend, that's just acquaintances, y'all in the same circle for the most part. It's a friend of a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
And you're aware that she's in a relationship, or maybe she mentioned it once to you.
But she's moving.
But you see her just moving easy, in public.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like if I see some stuff like that, it's just not my place to speak up. If it's not my man, you know what I mean? If like my man's girl, he's getting pictures, videos, he's getting the location. Holy. I'm gonna sit next to her with a fucking voice memo open so he can hear what she's saying. Like but if it's like someone that I just don't really mess with, I'm like, karma will handle that, life will handle that. Fair. And you know, like when you're that bold, you're gonna get caught eventually. And if you don't care about getting caught, that relationship just needs to end anyway. So you're doing your man a favor at that point. It just makes you look bad more than the guy. You know? But how would you go about?
I was gonna say the same thing. Honestly, I would allow it. Well, of course. First of all, it's not my place. Secondly, it's like, I don't know what's going on with them. Yeah. Right? Like, because
what if they have like an open relationship?
Exactly. What if it's like one of those things where she did mention that she's in a relationship, but it's open. Like, it's free game, and maybe she's getting back at, like, I don't know what their situation is, and if it is one of those scenarios where it's just not directly involving me or my man's or whoever, then I'm not gonna.
What if it's your man?
If it's my okay, so what's the question? Is it my man's girl that's moving sleazy?
Yeah.
What you mean? What are we doing? Nah.
That's an easy answer, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's if it's your girl, like your home girl.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That makes it sticky.
What if it's your home girl that's doing that?
Yeah, and you don't know her man's, like whatever.
Or let's say like you met her man.
You met her man once, maybe. Yeah, and he's a cool guy.
But he's a cool guy, nice guy. You know,
he's a nice guy.
But y'all don't have each other's number.
Nothing like that. But it's your homegirl from way back in the day.
Yeah.
And then she sees something else out in public when you guys are hanging out. And she's like, "Fuck, I like that." Mm-hmm. And then they're just chopping it up. Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Man, I would check her.
I would just be like, I would not be in a position. I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna stop her like all out. I'd be like, yo, you know what situation you're in? I know what situation you're in.
Yeah. Don't make this awkward for me.
Make your decisions. Big girl, this is big girl decisions. You know, I don't know, maybe you guys again, you're my homegirl. Yeah. I still don't know the depth of you all's relationship, but hey, if you're trying to do big girl things
she gonna hit you with, I'm just a girl.
If you're gonna hit me with that, if you're gonna do big girl things right now, I'm gonna tell you all the consequences so that you know. But at the end of the day, you're gonna move how you're gonna want to move. Yeah. Because if you're to that point where we're out and you're comfortable enough to be like, yo, but I am really. Yeah. It's like maybe that could have been your husband, and the guy that you're with is whoever, you know, which is sad. But at the end of the day, it's like, and I wouldn't obviously. If just thinking like, if that was my girl with her best friend and she was moving like that, then I wouldn't even need to be with her in the first place. So if my best friend that's a female is like moving like that, if she's doing it, another thing is if she's doing it so often, then I'm like, yo, you're bugging.
Yeah. It's like, it was like a quick flirty conversation. Then like,
if it's a quick flirty thing where like she just saw the guy and she's like, oh man, but he's attractive. But every time people are gonna find people attractive, which is a human thing to do, right? To happen, and they have a chat and it's cool and it's calm, no exchange of numbers, whatever. Yeah. But if she starts moving, I'm like, yo, you know your situation. I'm not gonna be here to be like, hey, you're a grown woman. Yeah. But just know, you're putting me in an awkward place. Move how you want to move. Mm-hmm. Make your decision. Live with the consequences. Right. Yeah. If you want to pursue this, live with the consequences. Right. So you said no.
I would I mean, at the end of the day, you're right. Like that is like she is an adult and she's gonna move how she moves.
Yeah.
But if she's in my friend group to where we're like, that's my homegirl, I think I would have to check it. Just because I don't want to be the type to be like her man to be like, this night she did this. Oh, you were there? Where were you? And but I mean, and whatever I say, I'm gonna be valid. Like that's not my place to speak up.
Yeah,
and it will be valid. But what's also valid is like if I was like I tried to tell her, like I try to remind her. Like, you know, I love the situation that y'all in, and like, but at the end of the day, that's between y'all.
She's gonna.
Right. But it's my homeboy though. He can do whatever he wants.
Oh, okay. This is your homeboy movie, man.
Oh, I'm looking the other way. What are you talking about?
He can do whatever.
His girl calling me like, "Yo, were you with him that night?" Hell yeah, yeah, we were gaming up.
He said, "Yeah, 2 man. Two man. What do you mean?"
My boy was cooking. What do you mean?
No, that's mad. So with the shorty, with your best friend, your homegirl, it's
you see that post that Leo posted recently? It was like, if you're females, if you cheat, I hope you break your legs or some shit.
Oh yeah, if it's my man.
If it's my man's, I hope God, Father, please teach us how to be.
Yeah, I think
I throw that out too, bro.
But it was like, if your girl cheats, I hope that she breaks her leg. The man fucking falls into a boiling pot of water, some crazy shit.
No.
He's like, but if it's my man that cheats, Father God, I beg you forgive him.
No, but all jokes aside, if it's my man's, that's like a bro. It's almost not bro code, but it's like. It's just guys shit, and I'm gonna have to judge about like how happy is he with
in his relationship, right?
Like if he's mad happy, and this is just a moment of out of characterness, I like how we're calling it out of character,
a moment of natural instinct, a moment of natural humane,
a lapse in judgment,
lapse in judgment,
You know, then I'm gonna be like, hey, it's gonna be a gentle, friendly reminder, like, hey,
like, bro,
are you thinking about, like, hey, what's she cooking for you tomorrow?
Janine,
just like
Janine, remember Janine was, man, remember. No, facts.
But if he's pulling if the shorty he's talking to is bad, and he's pulling her, I can't get in the way.
Oh fuck!
What?
3 blind mice. They were like, yo, you guys were there, right? It's like, I couldn't see. I have my shades on.
I got cataract, bro. She was blurry.
Facts. No. But yeah, I see what you're saying. If it's like one, and I guess this is, I guess most people might not see this as like a differentiating thing, but if he was, let's say, engaged to his girl, then I'd be like, yo.
Oh, yeah, that's different.
I'm like, yo, my man's.
Come on, that's different.
What we doing? You're about to get into this, like, the life of being married. Like, there's no way. Yeah. Which, in theory, it shouldn't be different if he's just dating a girl. But, you never know what's going on.
Like, he just made a very big commitment.
Yeah.
You know? And like, sometimes I feel like people just have that, am I doing the right thing? You know what I mean? Like, even after they get engaged. Because, like, whatever factor it is. Because I see... I've seen so many, not in so many, but I've seen like enough engagement broken off to where I'm like, okay, like the engagement happened at a bad timing. Something happened during engagement that caused it to break off, you know? And like, I feel like with guys, I'm gonna speak for guys because I don't know how with girls' mentality. With guys, like when we commit to somebody fully to where like I'm dating you to like progress into eventually build a future with you. I'm going to have moments where I'm like, am I doing the right thing for me? Because this is forever. Right. This is not like, we're not playing around anymore.
Next level, man.
Right? Like, we're not playing around anymore. Like, we're talking about marriage. We're talking about what kind of future we want together. And is that too much? Too soon? So, you know, and when you've been with somebody for so long, when you're out and you feel like, and I feel like that's the thing that happened. I think with me, at the very least.
What was your longest again? Your longest relationship?
3.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I'll get to a point where I'm like, damn, am I even attractive? Like, do I have games still? Do I have any games
now you
left?
wilded.
You know?
Nah, you wilded. Do I have games still?
Do I have anything left?
Relationship? No. Or while you're out? Are you saying when you're out or like just because you've been in a relationship that long?
Yeah, no. When because I've been in a relationship for so long and I've talked to one person for so long. and that shit was long distance. It wasn't even like,
Fair.
you know. So I'm like, do I have anything left? So if I'm sometimes it's just fun. That's the thing. It's just like chat. Straight fun. There's no intention, but it is what it is.
Dang, yeah, no. Fair, man. It's tricky, you know.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Don't for the disclaimer. Let's not get into this this loop of just cheating on each other. Like everybody just cheating on everybody. Because sadly, I feel like that's the direction in which a lot of modern get back mentality. Yeah, it's like, yo, they're just doing it to this man, and the next gal is doing it to the next man, and it's just like, just don't be in a relationship. That's the one thing as far as like whenever I did see the question and it was like, yo, the ways to cheat and all this stuff. And I also saw like some of the threads where it's like the girls were saying crazy stuff. Women cheating is scary.
Oh yeah, they're
very scary.
They're slick about it.
Yeah, way too slick. And then some of them think they are, but it's just like, it's just like, nah, it's so scary to where just leave my guy. Just leave him. Yeah. Because if you're getting, because the thing is that, you know, this is known. Right. They have more options. Right. Yeah. It's like, there's so many more guys that would rather just, and not even to get into a relationship with a girl, just to sleep with anything. Yeah. So a lot of women across the spectrum have a ton of options. So it's easy. The ones that take advantage of that and then they do cheat, I'm just like, just be out in this. If you want to be in the streets, just be in the streets. Yeah. Do your thing out there. Yeah. Be hard. Don't be a soft girl claiming to be.
And like my thing is like, a lot of girls have, even if you're ugly, I'll be honest, even if you're ugly girl, you have options still. Yeah. Like guys, a lot of guys will fuck literally anything and anybody. But they confuse that with like value, like they with like how valuable they are as a person just because of how many dicks they could get.
Yeah, the attraction.
Yeah, like just because you get like a lot of DMs all the time or whatever it may be, a lot of attention on social media, like that don't make you shit other than like easy to have access to.
Honestly, which is at the end of the day for some men's like Lack and me, where it's like we're only looking for the if you're too accessible, then you just drop down.
I want the rarity shit. Yeah, I want the rare stuff.
I want the rare Pokemons. Come on, you're just too. If everyone's catching the Pikachu, it's like, bro, come on, man.
I don't want it.
We don't want it, man.
Had too many bad experience with that shit.
Yeah. Sheesh. Fair. All right. That being said, don't cheat. Don't cheat, guys.
Yeah, don't cheat.
Be out in the streets. Have fun in the streets. If you're out there, enjoy yourself. Enjoy your life. But don't come into the romantics. We like to be romantics, and we like to be in that relationship, and we like to just do our relationship things. Don't come in and start mixing up the vibes.
Just don't come.
No, just kidding. Said and done. Next, we're gonna be moving on to the cards. I think we'll do one card today. Yeah. But I'm gonna let the boy Toast bring it in. If this is your first time watching, man, give you a little intro to what these are.
So we this is it's not new anymore, but it's our segment that we've been doing. So these are bowl cards. It's a company that makes cards that kind of brings people together. So there's 3 categories of cards that are in the box. So it's reflection, perception, and connection. We've been only doing reflection and perception, just because the connection one is more like lower level, just not too in-depth of questions. But I encourage you guys to get the cards and play with your friends, because with a lot of friendship you only touch like surface level stuff, like when are we hanging out, or like what common interests are, but you never really get to know somebody unless you ask the deep right questions,
serious stuff.
So with that being said, what do you want to do?
We'll do just a perceptions. Both of us will read the question. Both of us will answer it, and then you guys are gonna follow us along in the comments. Yeah. Let us know your answers to some of these questions. We do want to get some insight to who's watching, really. And I feel like this is one of the ways we'll be able to know who's part of the audience. Yeah. So, perceptions. 2 questions. First question is, who's the most remarkable person that you know? That's a good one. And do you wish you were like them in any way? Oh, this is a fun one. Who's the most remarkable? Jeez.
Not love, not like, right. It's remarkable. Like who stands out? Remarkable in my life.
That I know. Because that's another thing too. It's like there's a lot of remarkable people out there. Like I could be. I think I mentioned last time with some of my people that I was it people I looked up to?
Yeah,
or
like grew up with, like what raised you?
Looked up to and raised. It was like, but not necessarily raised because they didn't raise me, but I was just like people that impacted how I grew up.
Like
and
your
it
role
was like
models.
role models. It was Lewis Hamilton and like I was saying Michael B. Just because those are some of the men them that I really enjoy the way they move.
Yeah,
especially carrying the success that they have. I enjoy that a lot.
With
but
humility.
I don't know them. Yeah, with humility. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't know them. So who's the most remarkable person that you know?
No, like personally.
No, personally, right? Yeah. My boy Victory. Actually, it's a good time that I just remembered because shout out to the man Victory. My brother just came back from New York and they were having a good ass time out there. Yeah, it looked fun as hell. He showed me like some of the parties they went to. He showed them around like Queens, Brooklyn. Man in New York. He's a man in the city. Most remarkable person because it's just like the least remarkable person that I know just because the wavelength that he's on. I don't know if he has that wavelength with everybody else, but we just vibe on such a remarkable wavelength where it's like we're first of all really good friends and brothers, right? Met this dude whenever we were starting med school, and like that's when I really got to know. That's why so many of my close friends are from med school, just because we went through the trenches together. And like the way we motivated each other to do, or rather the way he motivated me to do anything, I was just like, bro, you feel like you can climb. When they say you feel like you can climb Mount Everest, it's like, bro, the shit that he says, I don't know. And on top of that, with the little New York slang and lingo, is just. And we watch anime and we just like the same things. He just has a way to like bring out a fire in, at least in me, to where I was just like, bro, this guy, this is my brother. I have to have this dude. Like, and my phone is saved as a Victory Senpai. I was like, I have to learn the most that I can from this guy, just because he's so like the type of character he is. He has like this fiery will is what I would describe it as. And if you watch anime, you know will is like one of the main things that all the main protagonists have, because that's what gets you through anything. Like any
the driving
struggles,
force behind their
driving force literally behind their character. And I feel like his will is just so strong, and he can share it and spread it with you. When you're around him, you can feel like you can do anything. We used to go work out, and bro, we're working out and running. We're tired, but he's like he's talking as we're running. Miami Heat. We're running on the beach, like on the boardwalk. And this dude is just like, yo, and he's saying like anime. So most of the time he'll say like anime references. He's like, yo, like we're going as fast as All Might or like something like that. Or like we have to go plus ultra. Everything is like, nah, man. Or whenever he's giving like inspo until about how, because again, he fires me up. So he's like, yo, you're one of the greatest that I know. You're one of the youngest in your generation. He's like, no one can match your genjutsu. The Keke Genkai is like, quick. Bro, he be telling me some shit. And I'm just like, I feel omnipotent just because of the way this man speaks.
Yeah.
And it's in his character. And you know, it's a deeply rooted thing in him, because when I went to New York and I was meeting everyone around him, everyone is just like, yo, you know this cat? Because that's a little. He's like, you know this, like talking to me like I know Victor. Yeah. I'm like, bro, that's my guy. Like he really showed me like the ropes on everything. And he's like, yo, this cat is crazy. Yo, if you know this dude, like you're set for life. And I'm just like, man. And it's just everyone he introduced me to, the people that he knows, the way he moves around. He's on high. It's like he has high alert every time, bro. He picks up on every little thing. It's like, I don't know how his brain works. His brain moves at light speed, and it's so mad to me because when you first meet him, obviously it's all controlled, so he can just he can be the very simmered down, straight, direct person. But then when you start unlocking his mind, or rather when he starts unlocking your mind, you're like, fuck, this dude knows everything about everything. Like he's just one of those people that you have to meet and have a conversation with, because it's actually that crazy. Like I'm sweating just talking about
it. The name itself is
Victory, bro. Yeah,
you can't lose. How do you lose with that name?
That's what I'm saying, man. So shout out to the man Victory, Ganyan brother in what's it called, in New York. His older brother is actually a neurosurgeon or a neurologist.
So what's he doing
out there as well? He's actually he has like, what is he not doing? He has so much that he's doing. He still has the med school shit going. He's what's it called? I think he was helping one of his mans with some spot that he owns in New York. Like, everything, bro. And then his sister as well is in DC. But I just put the whole family on blast. But yeah, most remarkable person that I know, my man Victory. I think I played you guys the voice note he left me one time. Yeah, which is mad. I might add it at the end of this episode, just playing on a black screen, just so y'all can hear. But
when was the last time you saw him?
When was the last time I saw my boy? When I went to New York. At this time I was still in my first relationship.
Yeah.
Like first-ish with Alina.
Yeah.
And we had gone there and he showed me around the city. I think that's the last time I saw him. No. He came to DC. I lied. Okay. He came to DC not too long ago, probably like two and a half years ago.
Sounds like we gotta make a New York trip.
Yeah, man, I gotta go back. We were just talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Gotta go back.
No, that's cool, man. I feel like it's so rare. And some people never get that, get that chance to meet that person for them, to where they're like, I need to be like more like this person. Just because like you said, like his will, like his will, yeah. Like, what is that? I was watching. You know, it's kind of like I have to make a fucking anime reference, but you know how like like they say like Luffy's like power is not like his strength, it's like his ability to get people to like
it's
rally around him.
It's like, the people that he attracts. It's just like the way he attracts people,
right? Like there's that almost like uncanny level of like confidence.
Yes.
And like his ability to do anything, and like and people around him to do anything. Like,
and that's doubt. The thing is like everyone around him just has so much faith and trust in him too, and it's just like
Do you think that's heavy to carry for him?
I think at times it could be.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've also kind of talked about that too at some point, was like, bro, you're like you're on top of the world, really. Yeah.
You're All Might, and All Might has this like
right, and whatever. At times All Might has no one because no one's on this level, you know. So we have had some discussions like that. I feel like he goes about it like very properly, to where he has it under control and managed. But I did have to ask him and talk to him about like, bro, how can I even, at the very least, can I do anything to like help you at that stage?
If I have a friend that's that strong, that's something I would have to ask often. Yeah. Just because like I feel like when you inspire that much confidence in people from just like your character, there is people almost see you as like unhuman, inhuman. You know what I mean? Like godly. Superhuman. Like nothing can hurt you. But at the end of the day, you are human. Like you like your capacity for empathy or like anything towards you, or like perspective, anything is limited to a certain degree. But I would love to talk to him, man. Like
Victory, bro.
Just like get more insight, or like how he does it, or like what his, because you say it's his will, but like what pushes the will?
What pushes his will? Yeah, what fuels his flame? Yeah, that's true. That's true. I have some answers for that, or at least I think I do. Yeah. But that's something I'm gonna have to have him on here. I have to have the boy on here to come tell. He has to tell it himself.
Sounds like we gotta have an episode in New York.
Son. I know, right? Take the gear out.
Yeah.
But not for sure. Definitely want to be like him. So that answers the second question. But what would you say? What is, or who is the most remarkable person that you know, and do you wish you were more like him in any way?
Yeah. I honestly, I sat and thought about it for so long, and I hope that no one takes offense that like I can't think of someone specifically. Fair. Because to me, everyone that's close to me is so remarkable, and I want to meet them at least to a certain degree.
In a way.
Yeah. Because they're like, everyone around me has like qualities about them that are very remarkable, that I'm still kind of like communicate, like I'm talking to them all the time because I'm trying to learn a little bit of it and trying to absorb just a 10%, 1% of it, just so I can be that much better in that direction. Because the easy answer for me here is just to say like my mom, because like I do think she's remarkable, but I'm be honest, I don't want to be too much like her, because she lives too much for other people and not enough for herself. And that's remarkable what she is, as much as she's gone through, or everything she's done for me, or this family, or just people around her. Like, she hasn't done a lot for herself. And I'm gonna selfishly say, like, I don't want to be like that, like, entirely. I want to be able to enjoy things in life and, like, look at myself sometimes and, like, have I done enough for myself, and not, like, because this life is short. Like, I want to be able to be like, I've truly gone in a direction where I'm happy with the choices I made while taking care of other people. So, like, to her, it's like there's not like a balance. It's just always other people, right? So, like, but that would be the easy answer for me. But to me, like, all my friends are remarkable in some way, and I'm sure one day, like, I'll meet somebody that I'm like, I need to be like that person. Like, growing up, I didn't really have a role model. I didn't have somebody that I could look up to all the time. Like, usually it's just, I'm looking at my environment and seeing how I could fit in, rather not how I could be more like for me, like myself. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm sure one day I'll meet that person. It just hasn't happened.
Nah, fair. Yeah. We still got life to live and people to link up with. No. I like that. You gotta definitely, and I think that's something that everyone should incorporate too. It's like, and we might have mentioned this before, but it's like there's something to learn about, like, at least in your friend group, there should be things to learn from each of your friends. Like, you guys collectively can't be the exact same and like-minded. Right. Which is like, what's the point, right? You got to be able to branch. You got to have the brains. Everyone's got to be able to pitch in their own thing and just all learn from each other, you know? So
yeah, I saw this thing. So Mr. Beast, I'm sure you've heard Mr. Beast. He said how he grew so quick, how he learned so much was not because he was like really smart, but his team. So how they did it was, each of the member of the team, he told them to learn one thing and, like, be an expert in that thing, right? And then, so there's like 10 of them. So, like, at the end of the 2 months or whatever, they all come together and they teach each other what they learn for the next 2 months or whatever time it may be. But, like, pretty much, like, he learned from everybody rather than just like trying everyone to learn by, like by himself.
Yeah, but just like, climbing by. I'm gonna do this and do this the best I can. It's like we're all gonna put together our expertise and then just share with each other information and just navigate that way. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. That being said, you guys should let us know. Let us know who's remarkable to you. This might not be, obviously wouldn't be people that we know, but tell us what about them is that remarkable. Right. What about them has left that impact on you to where you feel like you want to be more like them in some sort of way. Yeah. And again, I actually really like your answer where it's like everyone in your circle and friend group you feel like you can learn from. Yeah. 'Cause that's just it's a nice way to go.
I think I gave a similar answer for the last card too. Like the one we shot the previous episode with who's most impactful, because like there's not a singular impactful person, I feel like, for me at least.
Everyone plays that impact, man.
But I hope that whoever's listening, like you guys are listening, like leave a comment about if you haven't had that remarkable person in your life, like tell us what you would want that person to be for you. Like how would you want them to be remarkable?
Fair. If it was a role model, like what would you expect your role model to have? Would they have to first and foremost look like you or act a certain type of way, or whatever kind of character would they embody that you feel like is someone you would have maybe hopefully wanted in your life from an earlier age, or still now would like to see? No, I like that. Okay, no, nice and smooth. But what else is smooth is when you guys hit the like button, because it makes the entire podcast and all of the streaming services boom and just smoothly rise up the ranks. So make sure you leave a like, make sure you leave a comment, notification bell so you know when the boys are on. Subscribe to the YouTube, of course. For the audio listeners, y'all are missing out. Y'all are missing out because not that the Mandem are looking any kind of smooth today, but y'all are missing the actual in person. Like, I just feel like you could be closer. When you watch the video, you can relate more to.
You see our expression, our crazy moments or
crazy moments and demeanor, the laughs. Yeah. Like, come on, man. Y'all audio listeners, you should check out the video for sure. But before you do that, make sure you leave that 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Make sure you leave the 5-star review on Spotify. We're gonna have the polls. Penguin Penguins are waiting for you guys to answer some of those questions. So answer them. Let them know what you guys are thinking. And we hope that you guys can take something from this episode today. Yeah. We hope
for sure.
So that being said, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.
Peace.